This is Brandon Ocasio, and this is Quadratics 8. I am explaining how to do Quadratics 8, or the problem. So here we have we're going to do number 4. We're going to tackle number 4. And the equation is negative x squared plus 4x plus 45 equals 0. Okay, so now for the first step in all of these equations, you have to find a, b, and c. So you have a equals, b equals, c equals. We kind of want to put this guy on a hill. It's kind of fancy. And so a is always going to be in front of the x squared. So right here, there's obviously nothing there, so we count that as a 1. But how I like to think about it is that it goes in between the negative and the x. So then then it becomes negative 1. Right? So then a equals negative 1. And then b is always in front of the x. So b is positive 4. Just write 4. And then here, c is always going to be just the plain number here. Just whatever you have here. So c is going to be 45, obviously. And then the second step is to plug it into the standard form. And standard form for this outcome is negative b plus or minus, or let's x equals, so we'll kind of separate this, x equals negative b, negative, and then b, what is that, square root, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4, the minus 4 is always going to be there, times a times c. And then at the bottom, it's kind of short, it's 2 times a. So the cool part now, or the kind of fun part I think, is just to kind of plug everything in. So here we plug in x. We have x already, or we're trying to figure out what x is. So we plug in b. So b here is 4. So it becomes negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is negative 1, times c, which is 45. Then you have 2 times negative 1. So then here, we solve everything, or combine like terms, whatever you want to call it. We break it down. Simplify, there you go. Couldn't think of that word. So then, negative times 4 is negative 4. So then we have negative 4 plus or minus, plus or minus the square root of 4 times 4, which is 16, square root of 4 is 16, minus, well here, let's solve everything first. I hate this eraser. So negative 4 times negative 1, well here we can already tell that it's going to be a positive, so because the negative times negative is positive. So then negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Then 4 times 45. I don't know that off the top of my head, so let's do that here. 16, 18. It's 180, right? So then we put plus 180. And on the bottom, we do negative 2. And then here again, we can combine like terms, these two, since they're numbers, just whole numbers. We do x equals negative 4 plus or minus 180 plus 16, which is 6, 9, 196. So then 196, and then negative 2. So here, this is where it gets a little tricky. We have to get the square root of 196, which here, let's see, we'll do, since 10 times 10 is 100, then 12 times 12 is 144, so we'll shoot at maybe 14. We'll see, 14 times 14, that's 16, looks like we've got it, 4, 4, 5, 4, 1, yep, 6, 9, 1. So we got it, perfect. So 14, so the square root is 14, right? Then here, we do x equals, oh wait, here, we'll do x equals, so here, we have negative 4 plus or minus 14, right? Then negative 2. So the plus or minus means that it can either be plussed into it or it can be like it can be subtracted from it. So here we'll go equals, it'll be, so negative 4 plus 14, right here we'll write negative 2, plus 14 is, it's in the positives, it'll be positive 10. So here we write positive 10. Or it could be negative 4 minus 14, which is negative 18. So negative 18 over negative 2. Then here, very simple, we divide it. So then x can either equal, negative 5 or positive 9. So then we have, and then you just want to write it in the roots, which is negative 5 comma 0 or 9 comma 0. And if we go back over here, we can check if this is correct. Which one are we on? Oh, 4. Yeah, see? Negative 5. X equals negative 5 and x equals 9. So that's exactly what we did here, and we got it correct. So that is how you do quadratics. Alchemy.